Hello everyone and welcome to the match of the Roulette League, this time from Division 3. This is a week 2 match between Foppr and ChromeX. Two maps are today as always, first up Paris chosen by Foppr and then Whittleton Creek chosen by ChromeX. Very early days here of course, as I'm looking for some game audio, but music is a bit loud compared to my viewers. Thank you Foppr. Hopefully I guess I can just crank it up to the top, and hopefully this is the max I can go. It's weird in this setting. Hopefully it will be enough. 50 seconds until the first of two spins. Division 3, week number 2, and not a whole lot has happened so far. And we will see how close the standings are. First to last are separated by just 3 points after 2 rounds. Okay, thank you Foppr. I will configure it for next time. So we are almost ready to go, and whoever wins this one will top League 3, Division 3 after this match. Of course that's not big news from Chrome's side because he's tied for first. 4 players are on 4 points. Let's see what will happen after this match. But the first spin is here. It is Viktor Novikov, Flawless Tech Crew, and Dalia Margolis Saber as Vampire Magician. Well, it's probably not the quickest one, with the Vampire Magician being out of the way, and Saber, I think the closest one would be on ground floor. So no matter where you lure Dalia, you will have to transport a lot of things. Victor, on the other hand, whether you use Seeker or just your pistol distraction, should be decently fine to isolate. As you can see, Chrome has already popped the fireworks remote, and here is a KO from Chrome, and I think Foppr is going to do something very similar. We may see some tiny differences here. Foppr is missing Victor for the time being, but I think he also popped the fireworks remote, so yes, Victor is already coming back, and that will be probably the Sheik's balcony, where Victor will be eliminated, at least on Foppr's side. There might be some nuances. But the general strategy is there. Chrome with the Dalia lure, throws his lure. Once upon a time it was a new find, I think around 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago. But now it's basically the mainline strategy for Dalia, and that will bring Dalia 1 floor closer to the Saber, but 1 floor further away from the Vampire Magician. So I don't think that you can do a whole lot to make this Dalia kill all too quick, but important thing to note on Chrome's side that Dalia is on her way down. Might see Saber being transported here, because that's the only reason I can think of Chrome going down here, Vampire Magician being upstairs. And Chrome is going for his agency pickup, and most importantly his briefcase, because he can conceal it inside the briefcase and get the Dalia kill quicker, at least safer. But Chrome just wants to get Dalia down, and Paris spins are always one controversial aspect of it. Sophus Fatal, the personal friend of Dalia, who may or may not join her in this room. So we have to watch out for him first at 2.5 minute mark. So Chrome will have to look out for that, as Foppr, it's been a minute since we talked about him. And there's the body already being found by Sophus. That was not the greatest timing by me. So Foppr has the lead now, and he has got the victor kill from the Sheik's balcony. And there's the Dahlia isolation being concluded. Foppr very aware of the Sophus situation, and he will drag Dahlia to that corner so that Sophus stops before that door, which is not even 100% either, but I think that's the most consistent thing that you can do here. Chrome with a replan and a lightning fast victor kill 25 seconds into the run, or the 1 kill down. But of course the question of Dahlia and Sophus remains. And both of them are bringing Dahlia down, and yeah, that's the big dilemma. Do you keep her on top floor closer to the Vampire Magician, or do you bring her down 1 floor closer to the Saber? Foppr is looking to get that Saber as the Cicada bodyguard, so you can carry it. Despite the panic and the white dots on the minimap, no one is enforcing this action, so all good for Foppr, who will have Dahlia and the Saber in the same room, but still have to get the Vampire Magician, which is going to be a good 2+ minutes until the end of the spin. It's never going to be the quickest one. And of course, despite being 2.5 minutes behind, Chrome has the same amount of kills and is looking to get that Vampire Magician. I am not quite sure if Chrome has the time to get down in time before Dahlia gets there, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chrome has set up a precaution. For example, a bubblegum to KO Dahlia there. I guess we will see, or Chrome can just bank on the fact that Dahlia may or may not bug in and just stay for an infinite loop, and not in a game sense, of course. She can get stuck there watching the fireworks, and not in the sense of the snail causing intentional advantage. Anyways, Saber on his back, but now it is illegal for Foppr as he becomes the Vampire Magician and just needs to get down 1 floor. But he will be trespassing until that kill. There is no way around it. The Magician has worse trespassing properties than the Suite. So he seems to be taking the attic route, or through the attic start, down the stairs of the museum director's office. And if Chrome will show us first how to get this done. Sneak by this security, you can also KO. But then the tech crew will be a problem, and there's the Chrome body being found. There was the Bubble Queen, and Sophus still found him. Truly the end boss of this map. Now Foppr in the same situation, and he has perfect cycles with this tech crew, as well as the cameras. I think he shot them before, so that's why I don't see any camera grids there. And not a lot of NPCs to end this run, but this will be a tough one to get. Foppr still has the armor and at least 1 dart, if not 2. So if the Cicada guard is sedated, it should be an easy way inside. That's a hit, and no one sees the body, no peekaboo. We can see Sophus on the minimap. So for Foppr it worked perfectly. And that's the 2nd kill, and a non-trespassing disguise to take. You can either take the helicopter, but safest way down is going to be the basement, and Foppr will take this first map. Solid first try, and racing to finish under 7 minutes. I couldn't even guess if it would be 7 or more. Will be over 7 minutes, but Foppr won't mind, as it is a solid first map, first try, and we'll take the first map after actually exiting Yeah, Foppr has beaten ChromeX, but Sophos has also beaten ChromeX. I think that's the lesson of this map, and I think it's worth rewatching the VOD for that second rip. Depends on where Chrome put that gum, because there are some safer gum angles than others, but I don't think anything is 100%, so I wouldn't give it Chrome's fault. But regardless, Foppr did his first try and was always going to be the faster one. And that's a reveal. I don't think that's intended that we will see a respin. That was going to be Silence Pistol Masterson and Drowning Nurse. I think the Nolan Drowning is would be spicy, would be something that we like to see, but I'm quite afraid that will be respawn in terms of competitive integrity. Maybe for something even better. Five minutes until that. Which is an awful amount of time to fill between just two maps of a league, but we'll find a way. For example, yeah, I was going to look into Division 3 chat, but nothing is in there, nothing map specific. I think Chrome will just type his experiences on Paris about the two rips. And I think Chrome with a comment that he thought he understood when Sophos follows Dahlia and when he doesn't, but apparently he did not at all. And I think that's there are some of us who feel the same way. I know some of us have solved it, and Frothy have shown crazy consistency with his method. But it seems that it just there's not a lot of things that you can do differently than Frot, and he gets it all the time, literally all the time, and some of us still struggle. This Paris won't be returning to Chrome, definitely, but hopefully we can find a conclusion to Sophos' tale soon enough. This is ChromeX's fourth match, sorry. He has won once, drawn once, and lost once. Let's see what the results were. So I'm not sure if it is chronological, but in round 1, which may or may not have been his first match as well, he lost to Lewis, but then came back with a sweep over Rocky Horse, so that was 1 win, 1 loss. And then I think it was today's earlier match from Division 3, a 2-2 tie against Currymaker. So these are his 3 results, and Foppr has played twice, 1 win, 1 loss. The Foppr loss was to Moo, and the Foppr win was to Matty Spice. I think I remember that Haven. Not a lot of ties, like map ties so far in this tournament, so that's good to see. Even with the 30-minute timer, we usually see finishes. As Foppr is trying to get a hold on this barbecue owner strat in the last minute. It's usually a sedative item there, a gum or a snail, or a coin into Colmer to get the disguise. But that hole between the barbecue oven and the counter is see-through. Yeah, and Foppr can't get an angle, so Foppr will be hoping not to get barbecue owner, or he has the backup for the emetic strat. We will see in 15 seconds what this other spin offers. Of course, it's the second week of 9, but whoever wins this match will top the division, so if people are obsessed about their division, like some of us, I'm sure it's on their mind. Second spin is here. Janus, Silence Pistol as construction worker. Nolan Cassidy, loud explosive weapon as the politician's assistant. That's a very quick Janus. Well, relatively, a very straightforward Janus into a potentially complicated Nolan, but it's a Nolan setup, so lots of options there, and the assistant is definitely spicy these guys to get so interested in their approach. We can already see the pistols and the calmers there, so it will be distractions into a quick disguise grab. Should be exciting, especially with assistant to construction worker to Janus, back to the assistant. Get the crews on the way and you might be tight on timing to get the garage, so let's see where Nolan will be isolated. ChromeX basically a second ahead of Foppr. Doesn't matter. All that matters is getting this first try, and it's already combat by Chrome. But an early restart for sure. And that was 2 distractions for Foppr, and Steel Green, and now he can uncrouch and gets his first try. But both of them have very similar strategy. The amount of bullets and the exact position may differ just a tiny bit, and the fact that Chrome has missed both of his calmers, that will be another restart, but otherwise both of them got this, or rather nailed this strategy very nicely. Just ChromeX's advantage or disadvantage is growing just a tiny bit to now 45 seconds. And Foppr will now go to the construction area and get the construction worker. Hopefully he can wait a tiny bit, but he is now become trespassing, and it's a very unfortunate combination of events. It's probably a very, I guess, the wrong order of things to do, like the distraction, hopping over, and even specifying this garbage man. And that's very important to say as well, that it's not a construction worker there, but I'm sure Foppr has his plans to use it as a different proxy disguise. Chrome with a very quick grab on the construction worker. I am fascinated to see what will happen in 2.5 minutes when he has to return for his second disguise. Will the construction workers reset their cycles there to before having their conversation, or do just carry on? Could be crucial in terms of getting the disguise back. Foppr really set on this garbage man and has now paused and realized. Well, that's a good thing that he read the disguise, and miles better than losing the spin to it. Put distraction on the boat doesn't work on Betty, but gets the long range crowbar throw, and should go for a construction worker around this area, but he has literally 5 choices. Some are easier than others. Looking for the foliage to distract them, and seems to work, but he will still enter this trespassing area. Foppr trying to juggle between these 2 workers, but they don't want to turn away from him. Chrome gets a bullet impact notice to shoot the camera, most likely. Just, I don't think he wanted to panic them, just, yeah, get rid of that camera. And ChromeX is now going down. That's a very nice way to infiltrate, but now there will be these 3 guards, 3 NPCs. But the subdue will be heard, and ChromeX doesn't want to continue. It's not going to work out. He was 1 melee item short of this isolation, otherwise the 2 silent attacks into that last one would have been the first kill, no doubt. Foppr now in the correct Janus disguise, and he will be catching Janus downstairs. And looking to get the bullet distraction on that guard, and the other one does turn away. And this is going to be another kitchen isolation. That might almost turn into a peekaboo, but Foppr gets away with it. And we see the exact same situation, just from the wrong angle, and this can also get loud because Foppr doesn't have the angle on Gunther. If he still has a calmer, Oh, I'm not sure if it's 0/0 or 0/1. Gets the target locked down, but will turn that Gunther around. Has to risk it. Decides not to. Is somehow still green, still not spotted, just passing by the outside guards. And this will be a 3-person target lockdown. It's not the worst thing in the world. He can get the silent attack here, and maybe on Gunther if he doesn't turn away. Foppr gets it done. And that is going to be his first kill in extraordinary circumstances. And everything is back in order. That's amazing, Foppr. Oh, but the garage door. No. Because apparently that's, I guess, not quite the door. And because it can be opened and closed, it won't save Fopper's run, but let's just pretend for the sake of I don't know, like clips or clip show that it did work, but sadly it didn't, and Foppr has to restart now, and loading times are being amassed, but ChromeX, his lead is now definitely larger than those 30 seconds. 152, it's Chrome should be on time to trigger the Helen conversation. Yep. So that's a much easier isolation. But ChromeX doesn't wait for Gunther to stop. The animation wasn't over, and ChromeX also has to restart. What is going on in this Whittleton Creek? In just 7 minutes we've seen so many plays. And after all this, it is now a 30-second difference between Foppr and Chrome. Papyrfest, our match admin, definitely sweating a little, but this spin is anything but straightforward, so it doesn't guarantee us any photo finishes here. Of course, now the plays are even more optimized, and the second disguise for Foppr is acquired at the 1 minute mark, tries to be concealed while doing so, and I think that's barely but succeeded. And should be about the same timing though. Definitely going to be downstairs eyes, so unless either of them change their mind and go for gramophone, which will take some time, and this is where it gets risky to get back to Nolan. But otherwise we'll see some similar plays than before, and I think now Janis is just now sitting down for Foppr, so he definitely has some time, but it is going to be the same scary infiltration, I should say.
Go and see what that was. Go.
Yes, I thank you for the reminder. Moving the microphone away a bit. It is 33 degrees at 10 p.m. so it happens with my casts. But both of them with another infiltration into the Janus household. And ChromeX not going for peekaboo, not going for throne distraction, just waits until that guard turns away. Still should be good on time to trigger the Helen combo, which is just working so much more consistent. And yeah, now Janus is sitting down. Foppr somehow gets the green guns, but lockdown for ChromeX. I just don't see any of the upstairs guards reacting. Foppr gets away with this, but Foppr doesn't, and I just had to miss that one. Just so many things happening on both sides. But now, is that the time? Is this the run which Chrome can carry to the finish? He has the Janus kill down. 3 clues and a remote kill to go. Wants to start with the evidence through that very tiny area. Doesn't miss, doesn't shoot the guard. Baseball into Janus guard's head. That's secured. And now Chrome just has to get back to his assistant. And then he has more than enough time for the garage. This one Foppr cannot catch up from, cannot come back from if Chrome can finish, but it's been 10 of the most exciting Whittleton Creek minutes in recent roulette history, so let's not give it to Chrome until the 5-star essay screen is given. And it seems that he used... no, he didn't use Betty as the buffer disguise. Just wants to get the 2 clues first, and still making his time difficult here. And ChromeX still has the strength to get rid of the last annoying NPC, and of course you still have to KO the guard and then Nolan, but when you think about wrench thrown into plans, it's usually Betty and not the garage ISO. So it's 4 minutes 15 seconds, and around the time when Nolan starts to go back to the garage, 4 minutes 30 when you are realistically getting the 2 KOs and the isolation. So Chrome will have the time to get the disguise from the foliage, which was a very nice choice to optimize his run. And there's Nolan coming to the garage. It's a loud kill, but it's a remote kill, and exits are very close. We might see this finish within the next minute. At the end of the day, a very nicely optimized Whittleton spin, but we also had some brilliant timings. Now Chrome has to be patient with the KO, but he goes extra safe. Nolan takes some extra steps, but there he is down, still with green guns. Pale Duck is lethal, so we shall see that second kill and the exit after 3 seconds after that.
Perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed.
This run by Foppr is just as exciting, but had to focus on ChromeX finishing the job and tying this match. Just so entertaining all around, and there's the green gun finish. We see the green gun exit.
Hey there, sir.
We do, so that is the 1-1 final score, which will be technically a 2-2. And Foppr ChromeX will finish with a tie. Very entertaining tie. 30 minutes of great action there. For the standings, this means that ChromeX is now the untied leader of the division, but 4 matches played and a 1-2-1 score for 5 points. 4 players are behind him, Luis, Jokaj, Pineur and Foppr, with less matches played, but none of them are nowhere close to the 18 that had to be played. And then of course you see Move 420, Curry, Matty and Rocky, all with 2 or 3 matches played, but 4 points separating everyone. It's a really close division, and can't wait to see which 3 will promote. So that will be the end of this match, and we hope to see you for more. It is the league command for Discord and the result sheet, and there should be, well, several more matches later tonight. So actually a couple more starting right now, so look out for those multi-Twitch links and hopefully some casts throughout this evening. That should be it from me though, and thank you all for watching. Goodbye.